Article 181. The Plenary Assembly of the National Election Board examines facts with discretionary judgment and resolves disputes based on the law and the general principles of law. On issues concerning elections, referendum, or other popular vote. Its decisions are final, definitive, and non-reversible. No appeal may be filed against them. Article 182. The head of the National Office of Elections is appointed by the National Council of the Magistracy for a renewable 4-year term, and may be removed from office by the same council for gross misconduct. He is subject to the same incompatibilities as the members of the Plenary Assembly of the National Election Board. His main functions are to organize elections, referendum, and other popular vote, including the preparation of the budget for his office and the design of the voting ballot. It is also his duty to distribute election forms and other materials needed for elections and to announce the results. He provides continued information on the vote count from the time the tally begins at polling stations. He performs other duties as set forth by law. Article 183. The head of the National Identification and Civil Status Registry is appointed by the National Council of the Magistracy for a renewable 4-year term, and may be removed from office by the Council for gross misconduct. He is subject to the same incompatibilities as the members of the Plenary Assembly of the National Election Board. The National Identification and Civil Status Registry is in charge of the registration of births, marriages, divorces, deaths, and other acts modifying civil status. It issues the respective certificates and prepares and updates the electoral roll. Likewise, it provides the National Election Board and the National Office of Elections with the information necessary to perform their duties. It maintains identification records of citizens and issues identification documents. It performs other duties as set forth by law. Article 184. The National Election Board declares the nullity of an election process, referendum, or any other popular vote when the number of void or blank votes, jointly or separately, exceeds 2/3 of the number of votes cast. The law may fix different ratios for municipal elections. Article 185. Any kind of election, referendum, or other type of popular vote, a tally shall be performed publicly and uninterruptedly at polling stations. The result may solely be reviewed in case of material error or challenge, all of which is resolved according to law. Article 186. The National Office of Elections issues the instructions and provisions needed to maintain order and safeguard personal freedom during elections. The armed forces and the national police must enforce these provisions. Article 187. In case of multi-party elections, there is proportional representation in accordance with the system provided for in the law. The law shall contain special provisions to facilitate the voting of Peruvians living abroad,